Hey guys, Cass here. I have a non-beauty related video for you guys today actually. I will be working on getting my beauty videos up and running. I'm trying, I promise I am. I film, they just don't get put up for some reason. I don't know. Anyways, this is a non-beauty related video. This is a video on a topic that's come up in my life a lot recently. And I've had some questions about it, and I was kind of like, you know what, I'm going to make a video, and maybe if somebody asks me these questions, I'll say, well, go check out my video. This is kind of what's going on. And that topic, as you may be able to tell by the title of this video, is going to be about polyamory. Now, basic definition, polyamory is basically multiple loves. Now, this is not to be confused with polygamy, which is plural marriage. Most often, polygamy is thought of as a man with multiple wives, although there are women with multiple husbands. Most of the time, it tends to be a religious thing. I'm not bashing against polygamy at all, but that is not what polyamory is about. If you want a case of polygamy, I suggest looking up maybe sister wives. That I feel is like a fairly good case of polygamy. But like I said, not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about polyamory, which really is fairly different in my opinion. And there are different types of polyamory that I've come across as well. You have this, I don't know if there's any actual specific names for it, so I'm not going to name them, but I'll give examples, such as you have the type of polyamory where there's a triad or a quad, where person A is dating person B, and person B is dating person C, and person C is also dating person A, so everybody's kind of dating each other and in this big relationship. And then you have what I find to be a little bit more common as far as what I've come across in the polyamorous world, where person A is dating someone, or person A is dating person B, person A is also dating person C, but person C is dating person D, and so there are separate relationships going on. And they don't always connect the same way. Sorry, I'm saying a lot. I should have written down thoughts before starting this video, but I wanted to get it out there. So, basically, the kind of relationship I'm in is I am dating my fiancé, or I guess, I don't know if dating is the right word. We are engaged, and I also have a boyfriend who has his fiancé as well. So it's basically, it's not the first kind. It's not the, person A is dating person B, is dating person C, is dating person A. We are of the more second variety, which I find actually to be fairly common. Actually, I have quite a few friends that are kind of like, yes, I am married to person A, but I'm also dating person B, but my wife is also dating person C, who's dating person D, which it ends up being a long chain, and it sounds complicated, but really it's just, it's not. When you actually sit down and look at it, you're like, oh, okay, it's just people in relationships. They just happen to have more than one relationship. Not a problem. I want to also dispel this myth. There is a myth that polyamory is all about sex. That may be true for some, but I consider that to be more swinging than polyamory. Polyamory, to me, does involve emotions and involves more of a relationship than just sexual relationship. And now, like I said, no issues with anybody who has a purely sexual relationship with their partners. Personally, for me, polyamory, I have to have emotions behind it, and I have to have reciprocating emotions behind it. Because I personally cannot be in a sex-only relationship, I have to have the affection and the emotion as well. So for me, polyamory is basically just loving multiple people, and that's essentially what it is. And it is difficult. I will say that. It is not an easy thing, especially when you are in, for lack of a better word, the throes of what is known as new relationship energy. So if you have a primary partner, which I do, my fiance is my primary partner, and then getting into a relationship with somebody new, your primary partner may start to feel a little bit left out because you have a lot of energy and you're exuberant about your new relationship. That does die down. I promise you, it does die down, but you need to make sure that you're taking care of your primary partner as well, and that your primary realizes that you love them as well, and it's a completely separate relationship. Because, unfortunately, jealousy is a big factor in polyamory, and there's no getting around it, really. Because I feel like jealousy is a normal human emotion. It's just something you have to work with and say, well, why am I jealous? How can I work through this? How can I work through this jealousy and kind of move past it? For example, I want to say, I guess with this relationship, the one that I have with my boyfriend, there's slight jealousy of my metamor, which is his fiance, but not insane jealousy like I expected there to be, because for me, I kind of look at it and I'm like, yes, obviously she has stuff I don't. So what? Everybody has something I don't. That's not going to bother me too much. And yes, she is his primary. So I guess, I don't know how to describe that. But anyways, the fact is they've been together for a while, and I've been with my fiance for a while. So the jealousy wasn't nearly as strong as I thought it'd be, basically because I don't feel like I'm competing for affection, and if you feel like you have to compete for affection in your relationship, it's probably not a very good relationship. I'm sorry. Or you need to sit down with your partner and say, hey, feeling a bit lonely and feeling a bit left out. Can we work things out to where I'm feeling like I get a good amount of attention and affection and I belong in your life as well? Because that is an important thing in any relationship, but I feel especially in polyamory, or polyamorous relationships. There are also other types of polyamorous relationships that I forgot to mention at the very beginning, but you also may have monogamous partners in your polyamorous relationship, and I know you're kind of thinking, how does that work? Well, for example, my fiance is not really super interested in going out and finding anyone new. Now, I wouldn't straight out call him monogamous, but he is, I guess, monogamous towards me for now. And there are some people who are like, okay, yeah, I'm fine with you dating other people, but I don't have any interest in dating other people. I'm interested in just dating you. And that's perfectly okay, too. There's so many different types of polyamory out there, and it's beautiful, and I don't know why I'm using my hands. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with polyamory. This really is, I guess, technically my second experience with polyamory, but my first real, in-depth experience with it, and it has been a little bit of a journey, and it's exciting, but I have been getting a lot of questions like, but you have a fiance, doesn't that mean you love your fiance less? No! My affection and my emotions and feelings for my boyfriend do not affect how much I love and adore my fiance and how much he is the man I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. What I feel towards someone else doesn't affect that. That's kind of like saying, oh my god, you're having a second child? Don't you think you're going to stop loving your first child as much? No, it's not how it works. It's a completely different, like I said, the affection I have for my boyfriend is different than the affection and love I have for my fiance. So, that's kind of been, the biggest question. I guess the other question is, how do you manage time schedules? Currently, my fiance does live in Texas. I live in California. Therefore, our time schedule is not I don't know. That's something that is going to come up when he comes out to visit. But currently, it is not a big issue. Right now, actually, it's more my time schedule with work and trying to figure out date times because my boyfriend works as well. And of course, you know, he needs to have a lot of time with his primary as well. So it's all about balance. It's essentially just adding another, you know, like hanging out with friends kind of thing. You're finding time to hang out with your friends, but in this case, it's someone else that you like. And my biggest, actually, the thing I kind of want to end on, guys, is the biggest thing is communication. My biggest thing is communication. If you are feeling unhappy in your relationship, now this is, I guess, relevant whether you're poly or monogamous, you need to talk to your partner about it. But especially if you're poly, because you know what? People aren't mind readers. And yeah, maybe you are feeling a bit left out. Talk to your partner. If they get super defensive and kind of rude, maybe it's time to break things off. But from what I've gathered, the majority of people will be like, oh, I didn't realize I was leaving you out. You know, I've had all this stuff going on. I apologize. We'll work on it together. And that's really the best you can hope for, is working on things together and hoping things turn out nicely. So I'm going to end the video on that note because I've been rambling for like 12 minutes already. And yeah, I will talk to you all later. I hope you guys feel more informed. If you have any questions, leave them below, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys!